Hello, my name is Noor Tabba, and I wrote a poem. But I didn't just write this poem to entertain you guys. I wrote this poem to challenge some of your biases, misconceptions, as well as some of perceptions you may have. It's titled Red, White, and Blue, and I really hope that you enjoy this poem. But I also hope that you listen to it with an open mind. I know there's some suspicion. Don't be calling me a magician. There isn't a rabbit in a hat here. I just keep on chillin'. So don't stress about this beat that may not be existing, because these fire bars I'm dropping are all you need to listen. What's gonna be straight sorcery is the pile of fame and glory that's left when I bite dust, someone come pick up the legacy. And I know you all are wondering, who the heck is this? Well, I'm a girl who's lost, but I'm finding the right path, and I'm figuring out the cost that the road to power has. You see, power is a strange human need. Some believe it's equitable to greed, and others say it's the same as lust. Because power is when we must rise and be better than others. But didn't someone say we're equal? That we all came from a mother? Before you arrive at the toll, and take that cash out of your pocket to enter that city of power that sucks all of the energy out of the socket, think about it. Because once that key is thrown, the gates are closed. You leave behind the what and who you loved and owned to get that label named success, but up above they look and laugh because we barely have a clue about how living needs grace, finesse. So look at that promise of red, white, and blue, and tell me, is it really that good? You know that dream. That dream where everyone's a shining beam, that dream where you are the only clever one that has a shot at glory. The dream of America. Well, what's happening in Syria is giving me hysteria. Look at the freaking media. Are you serious, Trump's wife, Melania? And I bet you all are curious why my people are so delirious. Well, imagine gas chambers being thrown. Losing children that you owned, loved. And all that started it was a simple cry for freedom. Then the dictator and terrorists say, take her, bleed him, torture her, don't feed him. People always like to say that they're not a fighter, they're a lover. But what about that girl in Aleppo? Why don't you love her? Or the boy in Somalia, why don't you love him? The parents in Iraq, why don't you love them? Is it because their skin is a bit darker? Or because their God has a different name? Is it because it's more simple to turn a blind eye? Or easier to let them die in vain? I watch Al Jazeera with my grandmother. Reports on Damascus, her city. She can't help but think of her sisters and brothers. But then when we get chitty and chatty, I ask her, will Syria ever be the same? And she looks at me with sullen eyes and says, in that beautiful language of those people, Arabs, who wear the red fez, she looks at me and she says, there is no more Syria. And you all wonder why those damn Muslims are coming to America. Now you've seen my magic trick. Bars hitting you like a pile of bricks. But don't think that we're done here. America is a show that isn't finished. The little black boy's mom says that daddy's no longer with us. The little black boy asks why. Well, mama said it was gang-related violence. Daddy couldn't drive a car, though he was too poor to get a license. His death went unreported, full of silence. Too bad his paycheck couldn't have been bigger. Too bad he couldn't have run away quicker. Too bad somebody had to pull the trigger. Daddy died because he was Daddy died because he was black. Red, white, and blue? more like yellow, brown, and black. I'm sick and tired of me and my brothers being attacked, whacked, lynched, and sacked. I'm sick and tired of the exploitation, the defamation, humiliation, Uncle Sam treating us like animals, crustaceans. But we can't be living in a land of cannibals, all willing to eat each other for a dollar bill. The plastic and material trying to kill our brothers and sisters and earth. Keep up like this, and the birth of words similar to my grandmother will be said. There is no more America. And the rape of our planet. In the name of our flag, it's the only way we justify the colors on that fabric, red for the blood that our earth sheds, white for the smoke that we make spread, and blue for the water that dries up, dead. And how about the Hispanics? Can't you see that we're making them panic? God, it's as if we're insane and manic. I'm so sick of hearing about these walls. I don't want a wall that's 300 or 300 feet tall. I don't want a wall. Why walls? Why do we get pleasure from seeing our brothers fall? And for those who identify as LGBT, I can't believe that we cannot see how we call them something that rhymes with maggots to make them feel just as small and wrong. And I'm not saying I or you. I'm saying we. Because as a Mr. King Jr. once said, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice anywhere. Everywhere. And you know that every rhymes with we. And so we are all complicit when we take love and simply dismiss it. Power is a strange human need, right? Some believe it's equitable to greed, and others say it's the same as lust, because power is when we must rise and be better than others. But didn't someone say we're equal? That we all came from a mother? Here's a message for America. That's generic, a warning. So we don't keep on mourning the loss of our fellow citizens before someone shoots up another cinema, or before a cop decides to go kill him. We've all got to just stop. Stop. And take a walk around the block so we can see how beautifully different we are. Maybe we won't have more untimely eulogies. Because I'm done seeing the suffering of people like you and me. And I know you feel uncomfortable. But the only way we can feel comfortable is by being able to recognize, to see, the issues on the table that is our country, the disease that is power, and the plague that is greed, that affects everybody, even the brave and the free. Mr. Jefferson once wrote that we are all equal, a nation formed by we, the people, and I read the words that the white man wrote, and it blew my mind. And now I find that it's way past time we become interdependent. Thank you.